Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because if you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So great day, beautiful people. Great day. We done made it on a Friday, so you should be ecstatic about that. I know I am. Um, it's my first full week of working and Lord, take the wheel. So we're doing 3 card readings today, as you guys know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. I only want what wants me today. Just in case, because I think let's get it. Out of sight, out of mind. Leave the bad shit behind. I'ma meditate, clear my mind. If it don't serve, I cut ties. Only one God wants me. Only one God wants me. I gotta set in my mind. No more wasting my time. Falling in love with the way that I shine. Energy, no, I gotta protect mine. Resiliency, bounce back in no time. Only got time. I only got time for what wants me. I only want what wants me. Cause I need a love in my frequency. Said I only want what wants me. Chasing nobody, baby, yeah, baby, yeah. I only want what wants me. Baby, yeah, baby, yeah. I only want what wants me. Baby, yeah, baby, yeah. I only want what wants me. Baby, yeah, baby, yeah. I only want what wants me. I don't chase, I attract. Good day, Michelle. Good day, beautiful. I'm okay with that. I don't chase, I attract. Out of sight, out of mind. Leave the bad shit be. I got you, Michelle and Alex. Good day, beautiful. Good day. If it don't serve, I cut ties. I don't stress, I release. Keep my vibe, keep my peace. Keep it high energy. Only want what wants me. Only want what wants me. Good day, cousin Nikki. I got you, beautiful. Good day. I ain't chasing nobody. Baby, I only want what wants me. I only want what wants me. I don't chase, I attract. Release the things that hold me back. If it's not for me, I'm okay with that. I don't chase, I attract. Absolutely, absolutely. Good day, good day, good day, beautiful people. I only want what wants me. So I don't chase. It is a perfect song for today because I don't chase, I attract, I release the things that hold me back. So I only want the stuff that want me. So I'm really taking that. It is definitely the perfect song for today. Hey, for some reason, um, I stopped picking the songs ahead of time and I just go to the playlist when I get here on the live, and it always just seemed to be right what it needs to be. So I'm grateful for that this morning. It's Friday, you guys. So whether this the beginning or the middle of your week or however you want to look at it, because at some point I'm just starting to stop the counting the days or whatever. I know a lot of us maybe work Monday through Friday, but some of us don't. And sometimes we off on Mondays and Tuesday and our week start on Wednesday. But nonetheless, today is Friday and we getting self-care cards. Because I'm always gonna remind you to take care of you. You are absolutely amazing. So let's get our first affirmation. It says, I go to sleep at night feeling great contentment. I am at peace. Hmm. I go to sleep at night feeling great contentment and I am at peace. Yep. You want to know why? Because I learned to release stuff, and it's very rare that I carry something from one day to the next. Because usually I try to release that stuff that night. I want to start my morning out fresh and new. I don't want to be thinking about something that happened yesterday, 2 days ago, or whatever the case may be. And so, good day, good day, good good day, Miss Wanda. Good day, beautiful. Good day, beautifully. I'm divine. Good day, beautiful. Yes, absolutely. And so, with that being said, I sleep good at night. Um, just knowing that I am at peace. Good day, Razia. Good day, beautiful. Woo, look at here. Good day. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you beautifully. I am divine. Good day, gorgeous. Um, so let's get the second affirmation. The second one says, courage is a game changer. It says, dance when your favorite song comes on. Approach someone you like and say hi. Apply for the position even if you ain't qualified. The world isn't as scary as your mind's worst case scenarios. And often the universe responds kindly to your bravery. Ah, I know. Well, I've been here though, beautiful. I'm here Monday through Friday. You can always find me right here at the same time, Monday through Friday. But it's good to see you, beautiful, as well. So I'm gonna say this again. It says courage is a game changer. Dance when your favorite song comes on. Remember I told y'all how I bust a move right in Walmart, but let them be playing my song. I'll start singing and dancing right in the middle of Walmart. Approach someone you like and say hi. Apply for the position even if you're not qualified for it. The world isn't as scary as your mind's worst case scenario. And often the universe responds kindly just to you being brave. So I love that. If there is something that you are in a spot of fearing of doing, they say, hey, do that thing. Because fear is sometimes just holding you back. And you like somebody, learn how to say hey. She said that new T.I. got the cripple dancing. That's what I'm talking about. And so a lot of times, just stepping out on a whim, having the courage to do something different, to show up, even when it's the hardest thing to do, it be rewarding. And you don't know how many times I done push myself to do something, knowing that I'll be like, I don't know, and it be out of fear. And once I get somewhere, or I'd be like, oh, I had a good time, blah, blah, blah. But I wouldn't know that I was going to have a good time if I was just still sitting on my couch. I wouldn't know that I was going to have a good time if I still sat in the spot of fear. So, have the courage to do the things that you really want to do. Bust a move in the middle of the grocery store if that's where you feel like doing it at. I told you I was out in the front and the people probably was laughing at me because I did a whole little praise dance. I had stuff going on. Listen, I don't care what people think about me. You know who I care about? Me. And I care about how I feel in that moment. And I care about what I want. And so if I feel like dancing in the middle of the aisle at Walmart, I'm gonna bust a move right there. I'm just telling you guys, because I got the courage to do that. I don't care about the people that's walking past. I don't care about what they think. I don't care about none of that. Because you know what? I earned this. I earned this. I fought through all those fears where I used to care about, oh, being presentable and oh, I got to do this because I don't have to do none of that. I'm perfectly imperfect for me and the people around me. So I love that. You guys know I am doing 3 card readings today. Um, so for the people that's been on here, you guys know that you put a heart in the comments and I write your name down. And when I get to that portion of the live, I go ahead and check it on in. But right now I got Michelle, Alex, and Nikki. And so, ah, okay, Miss Wanda. It is Friday. I am so excited for today, you guys. I am. What do we need to hear as a collective today? I don't know why meditating no matter just went across my head. I hope everything is in divine order with her. I hope she is doing so well. Um, and sometimes she stopped through here, but I hope everything is okay with her because I don't know why she just popped in my head. Ah, let me tell you something. That 81 yesterday was doing it to me, okay? It was 81 degrees yesterday here in Texas. And so, yeah. Um, I'm gonna tell you, I had to cut grass yesterday in February. I had to go in the backyard and cut our grass because it was looking like a forest back there. And I wasn't ready to be cutting grass in February. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I was not ready to be cutting grass. So, our self care card, your needs, your needs. Do you need more time to yourself? That's funny because I didn't realize that I needed more time to myself until I started working at the herb shop. And I told you that at moments it's really quiet. And I love that. I love that about just, I love that it's quiet. A break from thinking too much. Yeah, cutting grass already. Yes, ma'am, Razia. I was cutting grass yesterday. So, do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? Because we do a lot of thinking, not just for ourselves, we do thinking for other people as well. A kind encounter with a friend. Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. So, the thing is that a lot of times we do what is necessary to go about our day or whatever the case may be, and we're thinking for others, our children, our grandchildren, even ourselves, our parents if they're still here, or our spouses and all kind of stuff. But sometimes we need a break from life. So they said, hey, during this weekend, during self-care, because I talk about this every Friday, what do you need? I, I understand, Michelle. She's like, I need my friends. I understand. And so the thing is that sometimes we need time to ourselves. And like I told you, I didn't realize that I didn't get as much time to myself as I thought until I started working this little part time job where it's really quiet in there. And I like it quiet because I'd be like, oh, this is amazing. I don't, sometimes I don't want to be talking. sometimes I want to listen and hear what the universe is trying to say to me. Sometimes I just go and stand in the backyard for no particular reason because I like for the birds to sing and I like to see all of the things that's going on out there. I just be out there paying attention. And the funny thing is that remember yesterday we got the little fairy card or whatever the case may be. Baby, I was cutting grass yesterday and they was like, "Hey, hello." And so the thing is that we always looking for something that has to be big. I know that's right. Tell her again. We only a phone call away. We always looking for um a particular thing to be gigantic and to show up in our face, and they got to be huge. Like I told you, my first interaction with seeing a fairy was it was big, but guess what? Yesterday they were small. And maybe just because I was disturbing the peace in the backyard, but I got to see mine. And if you go out there and you pay attention, I know. She said, I need some human interaction. I need those hugs. I need those the hear the laughter right in my face. And I get that. Yes. She said they said cut thank you for cutting the grass for real. Cause baby, if you'd have seen that grass, it looked horrible out there. But the thing was is that even as I was cutting the grass, I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? This would be a perfect time for me to be looking out for fairies and stuff like that since I'm trimming down the line. And there it is. And Lord and behold, I was like, wow, look at here. I love it. I love it. Be open to seeing whatever it is that you want to see. Be open to seeing that. The thing is like I told you, the birds was singing outside, and I went outside, and it was three canaries uh, in the tree. They just singing and just chirping and chirping and chirping. And my mom said, "Well, maybe they trying to tell you, girl, to go and put some food out there." And I said, "Well, mom, they got a half a thing of food out there, but they was out there getting it." And so I'm so grateful to be able to witness stuff like that because my life was so busy before that I couldn't even pay attention to stuff like that. I could hear the birds chirping and keep on moving. I love that I can see that now. I love that I can hear that. I love that um, I'm able to recognize certain things that I didn't even pay attention to before, you guys. And I love that. Nope, nope, nope. We're not doing that today. Ah, ah. They said no, all the cards hit the floor. And I can understand what you're saying, Michelle, because uh the beginning of the year, I started recounting, like, oh, I haven't seen my friend and such and such. And Alex, somebody asked about you yesterday. They was like, have you talked to Alex? I said, I see Alex most mornings, but I ain't seen Alex since I gave her that hug. And so the thing is that sometimes we just absolutely miss our friends. And I get it. We miss the companionship, the talking, the hugs, the crying, the all of those things, the laughter, all of those things. And so I get it, sweetheart. I definitely get it. Look what we get today. Queen Nefertiti, Nef, Nefertiti, Queen Nefertiti, alchemy. Mm. I like that for us this morning. Because what are you creating? It says Nefertiti was a legend, Egyptian queen whose name means a beauty has come. It is, ain't it? It is beautiful, ain't it? It says celebrated as a goddess and her husband's equal, Queen Nefertiti led a spiritual revolution, worshiping Aten, the sun god. It said, it is time you turn everything that life throws your way into gold. Do you hear that? It said, it is time that you turn everything that is thrown at you into gold. You are the path to fulfilling your purpose. I'm going to say that again. You are the path to fulfilling your purpose. You are the alchemist. You have the power to bend the universe's energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. See how they put that together? They said, dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eye first. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look like? Taste like? Smell like? To be loved unconditionally. I am happy and healthy. See it first. I am a money magnet. What does that feel like? Being able to attract money to you. They said, hey, your goddess declaration will say, everything I touch turns to gold. I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everything you touch shall turn to gold. They said, see it first and know that you have the ability to bend the universe to get and do whatever it is that you need. And the thing is that, like I said, a lot of times we get a little upset with the universe because what? It don't move the way we want it to in a time. Give it time. Sometimes we have to give it time. I know, right? That's my song too. We have to give the universe time. Sometimes the thing that you're asking for takes more than just you. So, hey, I'm trying to start this business and blah. It takes more than you. It takes customers. It takes people believing in you. And the thing is I am learning all those things. I told you I was put in a position that I'm in so that I can learn some things. And I am. I am taking in all the things that I can. And I am learning even about business. Yep. This is not my first online business. And yep, I've run a business of my own, but it was a business of a different type. So me doing hair, baby, that came natural. I was already doing hair. And so when I got a hair salon, I was getting business because I did hair. But I do something different now. And so now I have to learn how to reach out to the group that's accepting of what I do. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay taking my time. I'm not in a rush because what's for me will come to me. That money magnet thing that they said that you are, I am just that. And sometimes I look at my account and I'll be like, what in the world? Where did this come from? How did I budget all this out? And I still been able to do the things that I do on a monthly basis or whatever the case may be. And but guess what? Everything is still in divine order. I am doing absolutely amazing, and you are too. Sometimes we just don't realize it. We have so many pressures from outside people that we don't realize that we have the most power, even when we don't think we do. They say, hey, let go of the stuff that's not serving you. Let go of yesterday. I was probably teetoed off 2 days ago, and sometimes it spill over to the next day, and I try not to do that because what happened yesterday don't matter. It's what's going on right now. I know, right? I know. I miss those shop days too, baby, because we had some good days in the shop. But guess what? I was able to forge a better relationship with you, Alex, because of that shop, because of what I did. And so, yeah, even though we're appreciative of where we are, I'm appreciative of that time too, because I wouldn't have been able to get as close to you without that like that. So I'm grateful for that. And so sometimes, like I said the other day, we have to learn how to be grateful in the moment. We got to be grateful for what we already have, accept who we already are. Because guess what? You did a whole lot of things to get right here. And be grateful that you made it. It's okay. Everything is in divine order, you guys. We are doing absolutely amazing. So, haha, here we go. We're going to get started with these cards today. I'm gonna move some things around. I got Michelle, Alex, Nikki, Wanda. Uh, is there anybody else? Because I am going to get started. I am so sorry. I do not add on afterwards because uh, I don't want to be on here all day and I don't want to be holding people up. So remember today we are doing 3 card readings and this little faded thing. I don't know what's going on with these, but we're gonna find out today. I see you, Razia. I don't know what's going on with these cards because I told you I've never used them before, but here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So let's get it. Michelle, are you driving? Are you able to put a heart in the comments? Because you are first beautiful. So let me know when you would like for me to stop shuffling. Okay. I see you beautifully. I am divine. I see you. Sometimes I've looked at these cards so many times that I'll be like, am I getting the same card? Are we doing the same thing? What's happening here? I figured something was going on. Okay, sweetheart, I got you. I stopped. All right. I was writing down beautifully. I am divine. I was writing your name down. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, all right, Michelle, let's get it. Your first card is a past card or something that's that happened that says weakened security. Weakened security. So, you've let your guard down on some things. Um, and not feeling quite secure. Um, whether it's the position that you in, it could be work, it could be home life, it could be the position of mom or grandma or whatever the case may be. You weakened your security, which made you feel a little weaker because you let go of the grip in which you had. This present card says you've lost motivation. And that's funny that it would say that because you just said that, hey, I need my friends, I need a hug, I need these type of interactions right now. Something has taken place where you've lost the motivation to do some of the things in which you were set out to do, or and so I completely understand, beautiful. I understand losing motivation. I understand that things happen and we be like, you know what? I'm over this ish. But they said, hey, don't give up just because one door closes and it doesn't allow you to do the thing in which you wanted to do. It's not saying that it's a no. Sometimes it's a not right now. Sometimes it's a hey, go bigger or go home. Sometimes we don't fully understand and we lose the motivation to keep going because of one no. They said don't do that. But if you stay lacking that motivation, what will happen is you will have a hard misfortune, which means that sometimes we push to do something when we see red flags already. We see that we're not supposed to do it and we push and do it anyways, then we have a misfortune. And I've done it. So I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you, not to push past the red flags. And it's so funny because I told my brother this same thing last night. He was talking about this motorcycle here and that he had to go and do something. And he wanted somebody to come and pick the motorcycle up. He's not here. Teresa, can you X, Y, and Z? Let me tell you, he says, hey, the guy says he only accept cash. I said, hey, listen, why you not paying attention to the red flags? The red flag was first, the guy was supposed to come pick it up last week. He didn't show up, nor did he call. And second of all, what kind of business person are you that you don't have a cash app or nothing else that somebody got to have cash in their hand in order for you to, you a tow truck driver. So what happens if somebody get stranded on? Sometimes we want something so bad that we ignore the red flags. That's what I'm saying. And it's not saying that it's a no. Sometimes it's a slow down, it's a pay attention, it's those type of things so that we don't have a misfortune. Pay attention to what you have going on so that you don't have a misfortune. You are doing absolutely amazing, but sometimes we get stressed out. And we get stressed out because we want particular things to happen in a particular time limit or whatever the case may be. I told you about myself, how I pushed through getting married when everything was screaming no. Everything was screaming no. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? I couldn't get my birth certificate. I fought through that. I couldn't get this done. I fought through that. Everything was giving me red flags. Even the day that I got married, somebody slid and hit my damn car. Okay? Because I wanted something so bad. And the universe was like, what the frick are you doing? And I wouldn't even allow myself to see. And I had misfortune behind that because I pushed through the red flags. And sometimes we think that we're doing a good thing by pushing through. Yes, it was. It was straight yelling at me. And I decided not to pay attention. And I pushed through and I paid for it later. And so I'm telling you this story, Michelle, because sometimes we want something so bad for ourselves that we're not willing to wait on it. We're not willing. We like, hey, this is what I've been waiting on. If the universe is giving you flags, if they showing you to slow down, if they saying not right now, let's wait a minute. It's okay. It's definitely okay. So even with that, and these cards so small, I swear. I am going to give you a faded card. Because it says it's a pocket love oracle card. I don't know. Let's get it, Michelle. Whoa. The card says learn more about each other. That's what it says. It says learn more about each other. It says be curious about one another and show genuine interest in what makes your person's soul sing. And so the thing is that you may be showing interest in what makes somebody else's soul sing, but the thing is that make sure that they're showing the same interest in you too. Make sure that they are showing interest in what makes your soul sing as well. There are many facets to the individual, some positive, others less so. For a successful, loving relationship, it is important to have a full picture of your partner, from the shining and glimmering to the shadowy and the cracking. Get to know who each other are. I love that. Learn more about each other. So, Michelle, you are doing absolutely amazing. Pay attention to the flags. Pay attention to your intuition when it tells you to stop. Hey, wait a minute. Slow down, Jim Shoe. Don't do that. Let's not go so fast. And because, like I said, sometimes we want something so bad that we push past it, and the universe will let us push past it. I promise you. When they put a stop in front of you and you don't stop, it'll let you keep going. I'm a prime example of that, because not only did I do it once, I did it twice. Okay. And I have misfortunes behind that. And I can see them now. I couldn't see them then because I was so in love. I was in love with the ideal of just being in love, though. And so I'm not saying anything is wrong with your relationship. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm saying that whatever is going on in your life, where you are having flags, where you're feeling stagnated, where things are not quite working out the way you see them, sometimes it's not always find another way. Sometimes it's stop and pay attention. And so, with that being said, beautiful, you are loved. And I am so grateful that you allowed me to share this energy with you today. So get it, Michelle. Let's get it, girl. Uh-oh, Alex, it's your turn to burn, girl. I don't hear Maddie Patty Pie. I'm listening. She usually been and came out here. Thank you. Okay. I like this. Even though it started off a little rocky. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you this morning. Thank you. I appreciate you every morning. I appreciate you even um even if you didn't get a card. I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy that you bring. I definitely do. So, Alex, let's get it this morning, beautiful. I am so sorry. And why that song pop in my head, let me clear my throat. I hope you don't mind. So, Alex, here it is. The first card. You disconnected goals. You disconnected from some of your goals. Beautiful. It said that you was like, hey, this ain't quite working out the way I seen it working out, or whatever the case may be. So you starting to let some of them go, and say, hey, maybe not now, maybe not in this lifetime, maybe I'll do it later. And they're your goals, but because we have life that be life, and sometimes we decide that, yeah, I'm just gonna let that ideal go. The universe said, I realized that you have let go of some of your goals. This is right now. It's the Fool card. It says fearless beginnings. Fearless. So whatever it is that you decided that, hey, I'm not going to continue on with that goal, I'm not going to do that particular thing. And maybe it's out of fear, maybe it's out of lack of resources, maybe it's out of timing, or whatever the case may be. That is a reminder that, hey, don't give up on you. Don't give up on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, the things in which you hold so close to your heart. But sometimes we allow other people's stuff to be so much more important than us. So they say, hey, be fearless in beginning, start. Sometimes we don't even want to do that. We be like, girl, life is life. And I ain't got time to be starting this. I don't got time to do this right here, but you do. You do have time for those things. You do have time to start that business. You do have time to take those trips. You do have time to do these things. You need to find that fearlessness in you and not worry about holding up the world on your shoulders. They said if you do that, if you take that one step, you will accelerate quickly. Sometimes the universe is waiting on us to just take the steps that we need to take to get where we're trying to go. Look at there. Sometimes it's just waiting on us to make up our mind that, hey, yeah, everything gonna be okay. I'm gonna do this. This gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Sometimes she said, I know I'm the problem right now. You are so beautiful inside and out. And sometimes we just can't see that about ourselves. Sometimes we look in the mirror and we be like, oh, I need to lose weight. Oh, I need to do these things. But you start with accepting everything about yourself first. And then knowing that you are perfect. Your goals matter too. And the thing is that we'll help everybody else out with their stuff. We'll help them with their goals and their aspirations and their dreams. But when it comes to you, you feel lonely because nobody is 10 toes down with what you got going on. He said, don't worry about that because what's meant for you will be for you. And so if you just try it, they said, hey, we right here and we'll elevate it real quick. But we gotta start fearlessly. Start somewhere. And let's get us a faded card this morning. Huh. I hear my mama talking to Maddie. I know. And you do give wonderful advice. Alex, you give very good advice. You're a very good listener. All of those things. But the thing is that who's giving that good advice to you? You know what I'm saying? Who's pouring into you and saying, hey, what is it that you dream? What's your goals? What's your aspiration? What you want to do, girl? Because I want to know what you want to do, what you want to do. So we can figure out if we need to help you. What you got going on? Because you do so much for other people. I hear them. I hear them talking. And look at here. When I tell you the cards don't even be playing, look what it say, Alex. Self-love. You look at this cat hugging himself. Look at there. Alex, it says self-love. That's the card that you get from the faded card. It says, hey. Oop, oop, oop. It says the best thing that you can do right now for your love life is to redirect your yearning inside. Nurture a gentle, unconditional love for yourself. Give yourself the love and affection you want to give to others. So You are so loving, so kind, so peaceful, so caregiving to other people. But guess what? They said, please give that same energy to yourself. Reflect that back in. The card also calls on you to place a higher value on yourself. Place a higher value on yourself. Don't settle for less than your worth. Don't accept any treatment that you don't want, that you wouldn't tolerate for the people you love most in your life. I'm going to say that last part again. Don't accept any treatment that you wouldn't tolerate for the people you love the most in your life. And so it's saying, hey, you are important. And I can't tell you that no more than I tell you all the time. You are important. You are loved. And I wish that everybody could see that, but everybody don't. And it's okay. But they said you got to direct the love and what you give outward, inward. And sometimes that looks like not giving a fuck about what everybody else got going on. Because guess what? Now I need to fix me. I need to fix the things inside of me. I need to fix the things that I feel like I'm lacking. I need to love me more. Like I said, we'll put everything on the back burner. We will move things off a plate. We will move heaven and earth for other people. Don't forget to do those same things for you. You are so beautiful and so kind. And you have so much advice. And even when you don't know the words to say, you're a listening, caring person. And I want somebody to be able to pour back into you like you pour out to others. I want them to recognize that you got hopes and dreams and aspirations like everybody else. Because you do. And you are worthy. Think big. You are worthy of all the things that you want to do, all the things you want to see. Maybe you need to make a list. You know, that bucket list that we talk about sometimes. Because there are so many things that you still have and want to do in this life. And I feel like you deserve to do them. You raised your kids, they grown. I'm just saying. I understand. She said, I'm used to putting myself last and it seems wrong to be first. I understand. I battle with that as well. And I know that there are other people on this line that battle with that as well, that we have been mothers and caretakers and caregivers so long that we have forgotten about ourselves. But they say, hey, no, it's time that you remember that you are the most important thing. You are the glue that is holding shit together. And so if you fall apart, your house will crumble. So the thing is that start doing what makes Alex happy. And those that love you will follow anyways. You know that. Cousin Nikki, it's your turn to burn. Miss Wanda, you are after her. Thank you, Alex, again for always being diligent and helping me achieve my goals here. I appreciate you. Beautiful. I swear I do. Okay. Okay, Cousin Nikki, let's get it this morning. It says, absolutely. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you, beautiful. Your card says fearless action. And this is a past card. It is something that you have done in the last couple of months where you didn't have to step out on ramp I got you beautifully, beautifully. I'm divine. I have you, sweetheart. Um, you have taken fearless actions towards what it is that you have going on. You like, hey, no more of this. I'm gonna have to stand on 10 toes down on this, regardless of how it looks to everybody else. You have definitely had to take some action recently. And the next card says euphoric choice. And I know it's the lover's card. So this is a right now card. And it doesn't even mean a relationship. It means you're ecstatic about the choice that you made. I know that it looks like a lover's card, but because the card before it is talking about your actions, the card in the middle is saying that, hey, you're ecstatic about the choice that you made. Even though you may have some emotional feelings about it, you're ecstatic about the choice that you made because it opens up different opportunities for you. It opens up opportunities to deal with your health issues. It opens up opportunities to make moves in which you wouldn't be able to make if you still was committed to the thing that you were committed to. And so the next one says negative consequences. And so with that being said, the negative consequences is a future card, which is saying that, hey, you need moving forward just to pay attention to what you have going on. Um, Sometimes we get feedback from other people. Sometimes we make moves out of the feedback that we hear from other people, and those have consequences. Even though everything that we do can have a consequence, they said you don't want a negative consequence by sometimes this mouth. Sometimes we talk too much. Sometimes we give out too much information. Sometimes we tell too much when we should be quiet. And so um, you know exactly what you got going on, and you made the right choice. They say you don't have to continuously beat it up. You don't have to continuously talk about it. You don't have to continue. You don't have to show somebody that you were right. Because sometimes when we continue to talk about those things, when we continue to hone in on that particular thing, guess what? We start to get consequences behind it because people sometimes listen just to do things hurtful. And then we wonder, well, how that happened? Or how did this? Well, it happened because we should have just let it go. We did what we did. You standing on your ground and let it go. Don't allow people to pull you in when you don't need to be there. Sometimes we get sucked in to because we always feel like we got to be right or somebody got to know our side of the story. And the thing is that that's not even necessary. That's not necessary. I used to be that person. And I'm talking, and so a lot of times when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself because I used to be that person. I couldn't leave a relationship without you knowing why I left. And the thing is that it allows people to give you explanations and bullshit you and say all kind of crazy shit. But guess what? I got sucked back into this relationship that I was trying to leave anyways, but I just wanted to prove my point. Sometimes you prove your point when you just simply walk away. The consequence behind me proving my point was me staying in a relationship way too fucking long because I should have left because I stayed and I allowed them to prove their point. You get what I'm saying? And so you are doing well. Sometimes we need to just, you don't owe anybody explanations. You are doing perfectly imperfect for you. And so you don't owe people explanations on, hey, I need to explain why I did such and such. You don't need to explain why you did such and such. You did it. And so what? Keep moving. You don't need to tell people why or what happened Because guess what? If they was there, they would already know what happened. That don't even matter. What matters is that you feel good about what you did and what you needed to do. You are happy about it and move forward. Don't allow people to suck you back into the vortex in which you climbed out of so fiercely. And so I love you for all of that energy, girl. And let's get it. What the faded cards got today? What the fade? Because they've been doing their thing too. These little bitty cards. What you got for today? Alrighty, alrighty. Miss Wanda, are you still here, beautiful? Look at here. You got allow divine timing, cousin Nikki. It says allow divine timing. It says events will unfold in the perfect way at the perfect time for your highest good. If something is meant to be, it will be. If something, it says, if something was meant to be, it will be. Trying to alter the natural unfolding of time will disrupt the flow. That go right with what we just talked about. Trying to disrupt the natural unfolding of time will only disrupt the flow. So allow that to just take place. You are doing amazing, beautiful. I'm so grateful for your energy this morning. I appreciate you too. So, hi, you doing great, gorgeous. Miss Wanda, it is your turn to burn, gorgeous. Then we have Razia and beautifully. I am divine. Let's get it. Let's get it. Miss Wanda, concentrate on what it is that you're trying to ask or what you want, and let's get it. And put a heart or a yes or whatever you can in the comments so I know to stop shuffling. Let's go. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm. Okay. I'm gonna see how. Okay, let's get it. You had a jumper card as well. It jumped right off the deck and set right here. So let's get it. Your first card, Miss Wanda says, lately you have been tested. It's testing your dedication, not your dedication to anybody else, but your dedication to yourself. Are you exactly who you want to be? Are you showing up the way that you want to show up? Are you dedicated to yourself? So the universe has been testing your dedication. Your next card says fearful yearning. So there has been some things that you want. You're fearful about moving forward on those particular things because of it may be money, it may be timing, it may be what other people think that, oh, well, I'm too old to do this, or whatever the case may be. And that's not necessarily the truth. Um, Whatever you are in fear of, they say fear don't don't help us. I know we use it to push forward, but you are yearning for something. You want something, but you're fearful of the purchase. Maybe you fear that it is too high, or oh, I need this money for other things, or whatever the case may be. But your next card says, hey, lasting security. You have had your. I got to show you the card again. Do you see how many hands are holding up this tree? So they're saying that when you build a foundation, a solid foundation, why do we fear falling? Why do we fear failing? When I've already built, you okay? When we've already built a solid foundation. But this card says far from grace. And so a lot of times, Miss Wanda, we take information from other people and we apply it to our lives when that's not what it's supposed to be used for. Um, Sometimes we are to observe and not absorb. Well, sometimes the universe is telling you to pay attention and not absorb exactly what you're hearing and taking it in and adjusting your life, because just because somebody else can see doesn't mean you can't too. You are perfectly imperfect for you. And so just because somebody can see or knows what's going on in your life or whatever the case may be, that doesn't allow them access to your life. I can't do cards for you unless you're on here and you ask me to do those particular things. So if I call you and say, hey, Miss Wanda, I see that you blah, blah, blah. First of all, I'm invading your space. That's a fall from grace. I don't get to just invade your energy whenever I feel like it because I can see that you having a problem or an issue. And sometimes we look at those things and we be like, oh, well, they care about me so much. Yeah, they should care about you enough to know when to shut up too. And so they put you in a frenzy. And sometimes you listen to those things and you stop listening to you, the most important person. So we adjust and we start to do things because, oh, this is what was said to me. But what about what your heart is saying to you? What about what your intuition is saying to you? What about what you hear inside of you? They say you wouldn't make so many mistakes if you would listen to yourself. And I'm grateful. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm very grateful to have you here this morning and you listening to me, but I'm only connecting with the energy and what you have. I don't just sit at home and think about, hey, what Miss Wanda doing and give me a word to get to her. Because I have my own life. And you have power in you. And sometimes we just don't believe in ourselves. They said, hey, you have a secure foundation. You are doing absolutely amazing. Don't allow people to come along and knock you off that stoop because they're not doing their best. And a lot of times, it's the people that's closest to us that hurt us the most. And so, don't fall from grace trying to lift somebody else up. I just heard that out the blue. Don't fall from grace trying to lift somebody else up. And so, let's see what your love card says. And it ain't even that many cards, this, you guys. I want y'all to know it ain't even that many of these little faded cards. But nobody has got the same card yet. And I don't even know if it's 10 cards in here. If it is, it's doing but it's doing what it needs to do. So Miss Wanda, let's get you a faded love card and see what it says. You gotta love yourself more. Ho ho! Woo! It says cut the cords. Cut the cord. Whoa! Immediately. They come off they say, hey, there may be still energetic cords tethering you to trauma and pain that you need to cut before you can be fully free. This is your sign to leave the past behind and start afresh. What did I just tell you? They said, cut. I got to show this card again. Cut the cords. That means some people we don't need to be connected to. Some people we need to let go of. Some people we need to stop listening to. Some people don't have our best interests at heart. Some people ain't doing the best for us. And they said, hey, you need to cut them cords and start afresh. If you want something different, you got to do something different. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to do. So, there's your challenge. What do you want? How do you see this life for yourself? Because it's all yours. Show up exactly how you need to. I love you so much, sweetheart. And again, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy today, Miss Wanda. I appreciate you all the time. Razia. Let's get it, girl. And beautifully divine, you are next. And you are my last person. Beautifully divine. So, Razia, Miss Wanda, I love you, sweetheart. And take what I say with a grain of salt. And take the things that you need from it and throw the rest away. But you are important, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Razia, I see you, baby. Okay, Razia. Your past card. This was exactly what you were doing. Securing abundance. You were securing abundance. That means he holding on to the money. You see it? I don't know if you could. He holding on to the money. You were trying to secure your abundance, your existence. You were trying to secure yourself and make sure that you had the funding and the things that you needed. And the next card, this was a past card. So this happened within the last 3 months or so. You were securing your money. This one says manifesting punishment. Manifesting punishment. Sometimes we manifest our own punishment. And you want to know how we do that? We manifest our own punishment because we don't see the flags, because we don't want to see the flags, because we don't even look at the flags, and because sometimes the flags is the closest thing to us. And so we manifest our own punishment because we continue to do things knowing that they are not in the best interest of ourselves, because we are securing other people and not securing ourselves. And so, therefore, it caused you to want to do this self-isolate, which means that after after the pain, you decide to go and sit somewhere and we lick our wounds and we try to get ourselves back on track. But the thing is that they say, hey, don't continue. You are definitely learning lessons, but don't continue to spiral in the same circle. Call things what they are. See what they are in the moment. And sometimes we don't want to. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's our children. Sometimes it's our family. Sometimes it's the people that we're dealing with. They don't have our best interest at heart. And how can we pour more into them than we pour into ourselves? Sometimes we give so much, but we lose so much more because in the midst of giving, we lose ourselves. And so when that happens, we decide to retreat. And now we're retreating from everybody because we need to isolate. We need to lick our wounds. We need to get back on track because we've expended ourselves so far out that now we got to get it back together. I said, don't do those things to yourself anymore. You are good with abundance. You are good with sharing your abundance. But the thing is that everybody don't share their abundance with you. And that is the lack right there. Sometimes we think that we are supposed to give and give and give, but what do you receive in the end? Do you get mediocre stuff, which is not what you want? And sometimes we lie to ourselves and say, well, any gifts is better than no gift at all. But the thing is that if I buy you $100 gift and I know that you got $100, but you only gonna buy me a $10 gift, how is that fair? And we smile and we say we appreciate it, but inside we feel depleted and used and defeated. And so they said, hey, as you are sitting in your isolation right now and you are rebuilding your abundance, they said, don't forget about this moment. Don't tuck it away because eventually things get better. And we forget that this scenario happened. And it began to happen again. And it began to feel all too familiar. And then we'll be like, here we go again. Learn the lesson in which you are needed to learn and move forward. You are doing absolutely amazing, beautiful. Sometimes we have to love ourselves the most. And that's through children and everybody. I am learning the same process. Sometimes I have to love me beyond. Look, she said, I need to stay off the merry-go-round because sometimes we go around and round again with the same people. And I'm not just talking to you, Razia, I'm talking to myself. Because sometimes I go round and round on the merry-go-round because I love those people so much. But they don't display the same love to me. And that's hurtful. And I know how it feels to want to give a world to somebody. But they got to want to give you the world too. Or it's unbalanced. And it's not fair. And so you are doing wonderful, beautiful. Huh. I love that for you, Razia. And let's see what they got for you with this faded card, too. And beautifully divine, are you still here, gorgeous? Because if you are, whoa! I told you, it's not that many cards. Razia, your card said red flag. Red flags. Look at them. It is red flags everywhere. And if you're not able to see this right now, baby, it is red flags on a knife. It's red flags everywhere. So, what does it say? It says this card is a warning. Think back and take note of the ill omens or toxic behavior you have already seen. Tread carefully. Look at there. Red flags. They said, don't make the red flags green. You see them. You know that you are divinely guided, sweetheart. And so pay attention It is a warning to not hit that merry-go-round no more because you are absolutely amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you, beautiful. Okay, beautifully divine. It is your turn to burn gorgeous. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know if you was paying attention to everybody else's reading, but as how you are so welcome. As you I am shuffling the cards. Put a heart in the comments when you want me to stop, so that so I can get your reading, beautiful. I am so excited about today. Look at here. Maybe because it's my last day having to work too. I don't know. And if you can't put, there you go. Okay, I was gonna say if you can't put a heart in the comments, put something. There you go. Oh, okay. Okay. Beautifully, I am divine. Let's get it, girl. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. It says, hey, letting go. This is a past card. This is something that you are working on and need to continue to work on is letting go. Letting go of the past, letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of the imperfections, letting go of some things that no longer are you, are even a part of you. Sometimes we hold on to traditions and stuff that don't even align with us anymore. All of those things. And so over the last couple of months, it's been some okay, ma. It's been some things in which you have had to let go. And there are going to be continuous things that you are going to have to let go. Let go of yesterday. Whatever the hell happened yesterday, let that go too. Because guess what? It's a whole new day. You beautiful, you here. And so let's keep going. Self-deception. And so this card comes up when we are wearing a mask in front of people. So the only person that we are deceiving when we have on masks like that are ourselves. They said, don't deceive you. You are beautiful inside and out. And so sometimes we feel like we can't be our authentic self, whether it's at a job, whether it's at with our friends, whether it's we're it's saying that the only person that you are deceiving when you are not being your authentic self is you, because you're doing yourself an injustice by not being authentic with yourself. So I'm gonna give you a prime example because I always talk about me anyways. I had a job and I felt like I needed to be perfect at this job, and I needed to, and the thing was is that I was killing myself. The mask in which I put on, the conversations in which I had at that job, or whatever the case may be, they weren't authentic to me, because I was getting along just to get along. And that ain't what I'm about. And so what I decided to do was I decided to just be myself. The cursing words, the everything, the way I wear my hair, the not cutting my eyebrows, the everything. I just wanted to be me. I don't want to have to pretend over the phone to be nice to people or whatever the case may be. I'm already nice. But you can't be disrespectful to me because I don't tolerate that. And so don't lose the person that you are in order to make other people happy. That is exactly what it's saying. Don't deceive yourself in order to make other people happy. This right here says severe heartbreak. I don't know what has happened, or what's going to happen, but That's a future card, and is something is going to break your heart. And we've all been through some heartbreak. We all have been through some pain. We all have been through some mourning. And maybe it's right now. Maybe it's happening right now. Maybe it's something that you don't understand. And we like, hey, I really need to understand this and what's going on. But the thing is that sometimes that heartbreak ain't about us. I've had my heart broken because somebody walked out and I want to know why. Why did you leave? Do it really matter? Do it really matter why they left? Do you really care? But in the moment, because your heart is broken, you want to know the reasons why. You are perfect. You are your authentic self. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that every morning. I'm grateful. I'm beautiful. I'm divine. I am everything that I need to be. And even in the midst of a heartbreak, because heartbreak ain't always somebody leaving us. And I'm saying that because sometimes heartbreak is just mourning. It's mourning the loss of a situation, of a person, and that breaks our heart. And so, as you continue to navigate through this life, you are going to have heartbreaks. You are going to have things that don't align with you. And you are going to sometimes have to break your own heart because you have to break a curse. You got to break a tie to yourself. You sometimes have to do those things. But just know that at the end of that heartbreak, it's the best version of you. You are the person that will talk you through whatever it is that you need to be, that needs to be taken away from you. You are the person that will talk you through that heartbreak. You are the person that will divinely guide you exactly where you need to be. And so sometimes we look abroad, we look outward when all of the answers, all of them are right here. And you are doing great. You are doing great. Just know that. And so we're gonna get you a faded card too. Cause like I said, they have not they ain't steered us wrong with this little card. So and they came inside of a little box. It's so funny that I'm not even this wouldn't have been something that I would have picked up, but they seem to be working for us today. So let's get it. Beautiful. Woohoo! Okay. Mm. So two cards jumped out the deck, and I'm just gonna give them to you real quick because that's the person that I am. Because they fit whatever. One was allow divine timing, which definitely goes with, and sacred friendships. Allow divine timing and sacred friendships. Let's get it, because wow, okay. It says the allowed divine timing says events will unfold in a perfect way at the perfect time for your highest good. If something is meant to be, it will be. Trying to alter the natural unfolding of time will only disrupt its flow. That's funny because that kind of goes with your cards. Sometimes we don't want to see things for what they are, but they said the longer that you prolong it, the worse it hurts. And so, sacred friendships. Hmm. It says you have something very special with this person. An unbreakable bond forged in respect and understanding to be trusted and nurtured. Friendship is the strongest foundation to build any type of relationship on. For now, focus on building that friendship. I love all of this for you. focus on building that friendship. Because sometimes we have people that come into our lives and we love on them immediately. And we don't know why. But they said focus on being a really good friend and allowing whatever the universe, I know I like them too. Whatever the universe has for you is for you, beautiful. You are the co-creator of this whole life. And so go out and create the life in which you deserve, the one that you want. Don't want to allow people to dummy you down and tell you what you can't do because you can. You have all of this power inside of you, beautiful. And so I appreciate you allowing me to give you cards today. You are beautiful inside and out. You are perfectly imperfect for you and the people around you. And I love you right where you are with no judgment. Because guess what? Who am I to judge you just like anybody else? Who are they to judge you as if they doo-doo don't stink? Ain't that funny? So keep going. You are going to have heartbreaks, but you are going to learn with them heartbreaks as well. So don't push them to the side. Deal with them. Go through them and be the better version of yourself because that is ultimately what you're shooting for. So, again, you guys, I guess I'm not oblivious to my own. I love it. She said the no judgment line because who am I to judge anybody? Um, I am not oblivious to my own garbage, you guys. And so this is the end of the live. I am going to give myself a reading before I get off of here because, like I told you, I can't sit there and do stuff for you and not do it for myself. And so I am definitely going to give myself a reading, you guys. And so thank you so very much. Oh, thank you, beautiful. She said, I still remember the first time you read me. I am so grateful for your energy, beautiful. Sometimes um, people come on here and they get a reading and they don't come back. And it's okay with me because I'm only going to tell you what I hear, what I feel. And if it aligns with what you got going on, then I hope and pray that you make the adjustments in what you need to make. Not for me, but for yourself because you are doing great, sweetheart. And again, all I can tell you is that I love you right where you are. I don't have any judgment because, baby, if I could tell you a story about how this life has been, okay, what? What? I had a jumper, you guys. So that was the universe telling me to stop. Ha! Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's get it. My first card says fearless action. And that's funny because what did just happen, you guys? Y'all watch me sit right here and I procrastinated and all kind of stuff about getting this job. I didn't even apply for a job. I walked in the herb store. The lady asked me for a job. She been asking me. She asked over a year ago. I had to take a fearless action though. It was on me. It had nothing to do with anybody else. I had to take that action and know that, hey, everything is in divine order. I had to listen to myself and know that, hey, there is a lesson to be learned here. There is something that is teachable. So go ahead and get this thing. The second one says destructive indulgence. And this is so funny because what I she looked like she addicted to something, but what I seem to be getting addicted to right now is herbs, you guys. As I read so many of them and I start to look up particular things, they say, hey, don't get destructive indulgence into these herbs because you're there to learn a lesson, but not to expend yourself and spend all of your bread down here getting herbs and carrying on. I'm getting it. I understand exactly what they're saying, as well as accepting my past Yep, the herb overload, because you don't even understand. I told you I then got some spirilla, some chlorella, some chia seeds, some chickweed, some I have many herbs here. They said, hey, don't do that. Don't you spend your dollars getting herbs. And what I realized is because a lot of that stuff I already got. Okay. It says accepting past trauma. I know that there are some past things that I need to accept, some things that I'm still working through, and I'm patient with myself. I am definitely patient with myself because I love me oh so much. And sometimes some things come up, or and I have to deal with those things, those past traumas, because you get them friends, them old people that come around and be like, girl, you remember when? And then you start feeling some type of way. I understand that, and I'm willing to work on that particular thing. I'm willing to work on my past traumas because they make me a better me. I'm willing to do the shadow work. I'm willing to pay attention and see that, hey, I am you, you are me, we are one. And even when you having a problem, I may not have the same problem, but I can relate. And so I'm accepting my past trauma. But they said, here, look at there, fruits of labor. They said, listen, you are going to get the fruits of your labor because you are doing absolutely amazing. You are being your authentic self. You are showing up when you need to. You are paying attention to the red flags. You aren't perfect, but you are perfectly imperfect. And so you will reap the benefits of the honesty that you display, the loyalty in which you display, the authenticity in which you give, you will definitely receive the fruits of that labor. Even the garden, you guys. I went out there, my mom told me not to plant garlic. And so I just got to throw this in right quick. She said, don't plant no garlic because it takes blah, blah, this and this. Baby, if my garlic ain't blooming, quit playing. I planted flowers and they're blooming. And these hands weren't that before, but they've turned into something so much more. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have learned this skill from her, to be interacting with her and building these things, doing gardening, and being able to get fruit from my labor. I told you we got greens in the freezer, we got cauliflower, we got cabbage, we all of those things we grew. And we are able to nourish our body and our soul from those things. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be able to see the fruits from my labor. Oh, thank you so very much, Crazy Raw Granny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate you all the time, sweetheart, because you are a loving foundation right here. And I appreciate you all the time. And let's get it this morning. I got a karmic relationship, which is a reminder to me. You remember when I said earlier this week to stop focusing on the things in which you don't want? Because guess what? When you focus on the things that you don't want, that's the kind of relationships you attract. So that karmic relationship, let's get it. Because like I said, I'm not oblivious to my own stuff. You have known each other before, and you will know each other again. Whether you are brothers, lovers, friends, or enemies in a past life, the cycle repeats and you will return to each other over and over again. Who you will be to one another in this life is yet to be seen. Just know that you were fated to meet. And so the thing is that you see it, duality, karmic relationships. And like they said, whether we are brothers and sisters, lovers and friends or whatever the case may be, there is somebody that I am connected to that will show up. And I am willing and available to be my authentic self. I am willing to be in a spot of love. And so I'm accepting that karmic relationship, whatever it may show up as. It might just show up as one of my, I'm getting ready to have a new grandbaby. Maybe that's my karmic thing right there. I got grandbabies born on the day that my kid's father died. I get, and they are his grandbabies as well. And so the universe constantly shows me that, hey, even though these people have moved on, even though they went to another realm, guess what? They are still here sometimes, showing out and giving us the best that we can absolutely muster up. And so I love that. Good day, Jaden. Good day, beautiful. And so, with that being said, you guys, like I said, I'm not oblivious to my own stuff. I'm accepting and receiving those. I know that I got still have work to do. I don't sit on here and tell you that I am so perfect, that I'm imperfect. I am imperfect for me. And I love the way that I am. And I'm always encouraging you to listen to you. You have the same intuition, you have the same guidance system inside of you. You are doing absolutely amazing. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not. You are loved, you are peaceful, you are kind. You are everything that you need to be right now. So just continue to show up for yourself. And I love you guys right where you are. So, with that being said, let's get it. It's Friday. Don't forget about your needs. That's our self care card. Don't you forget about your needs this weekend. You are important, and know that, and continue to show yourself that. Just the amount of love that you give out to other people, make sure that you're receiving that in tenfold back, because you deserve it. And thank you so very much, Miss Wanda, for sending agape love to everyone on the line, name by name, family by family. And I appreciate that, because somebody needed to hear that this morning. And so, with that being said, you guys go out, love on yourself this weekend. You are doing absolutely amazing. Keep moving forward. And I'll see you right here Monday morning for the card of the day. I love you guys. Bye bye.